Ride through the city like Brennan Schaub. I'm on a mission to get it all. Ride through the city like Brennan Schaub. If you ain't thick, please don't get involved.
And now, Brandon Thick Boy Schaub.
We live. All right, what's poppin', fam? It is Monday, June 29th, 9:30 on the dot. Last few weeks, we've been going at 11 a.m. It's Monday. Fighting Kid is back this week, so we'll figure out those times. But here we are. Here we are, fam. It is July 4th week. June's almost over. It is popping. Bosty's all-star team is done. Finished yesterday. Boys got a ring. Ended up taking third in all of Austin. It's hot out there, but the boys balled out. So here we are, man. July 4th. What are you doing for July 4th, Chinster?
Probably stay home.
Stay home? No
Chill.
fireworks? Nothing?
Nah, man. This is our second time here. In
Yeah.
Texas, right?
Yeah,
I think I
last
just
July
chilled.
4th was
Yeah,
awesome.
It was nice chilling home.
July 4th is dope out here. Speaking of dope, you had UFC Macau. UFC's kind of on a hot streak right now. They're balling. They are balling. Even the fight nights, even though this was in Macau at a weird time, but if you missed this one, it was a fun card. All the product right now is popping. A lot of finishes, a lot of unique finishes. Fiziev, just the old. Here's the thing. Fiziev isn't that old. I want to say he's 32. Double check that, Chin. I think Rafael Fiziev is 32. So he's not like some old war horse, but he is a veteran. He's a war horse.
33.
33. So we're still good. We're still good. Fiziev's issue is most of y'all forgot about him. And if you go to his record, Chin, so they give him Torres, they give him some young lion. Again, Fiziev's issue is he's so talented. He's such a monster, but he just can't get over the hump of beating big-time ranked guys. Like, if you look at his wins, right, anytime he faces, like, an elite top 5 guy, he loses. But anybody outside that, he beats the brakes off of him. Lost to Justin Gaethje twice. Lost to Gamrot. That was a knee injury, though. Lost to Hoofy. Beat RDA, but, that's 2022, so that's not prime RDA. So this is why in the current meta rankings, he's not ranked. Do you know that, Jen?
Mm-mm.
So in the media rankings, I think they have him as 11 or 10. But in the meta rankings, he got bumped out because they take into calculation how active you are, quality wins, strength of opponents. And so they bumped his ass out. Yeah. He got Christian Leroy Duncan in his spot there, I think. Oh, no. Sorry. You can go to 55 for me, Chin.
Sure.
That'd be welterweight.
That's welter, my bad.
So there you go. So they got Dan Hooker, Hoofy, Tom Nolan. Torres was ranked. So maybe they bump Fiziev where Torres is at. But again, if you're not active, it's going to hurt you these days. I'm not mad at that. College football does the AP rankings, right? They do the AP rankings and stuff like this. So you have 2 rankings. I just feel like with the meta rankings now, and even the UFC didn't use meta rankings because they market it as 11 versus whatever it is, 15. So I feel like rankings are slowly becoming less of a thing. When I was fighting, rankings really weren't a big of a deal as it is now. A lot of guys will use that number behind their name to hide. Hide meaning they don't have to I shouldn't say hide. They use it for leverage in negotiation. So if you're Lerone Murphy and they offer you John Silva, he's like, nah, man, he's 6. It's not worth the risk. Where before, when there was no rankings, it was just kind of hype. Your last fight, guys were taking and being more active, not turning down fights. So rankings, I think, actually hurts the product a little bit. But you got to have them. You got to have them. Go back to the card for me, Jim. So for Fiziev, getting bumped out didn't help him. He's one of these veterans who they keep trying to get out of there. And this older class is just tough as shit, man. Just tough as all get out. Magomedov, the one-eyed pirate, Michelle Pereira. Again, with Share a Bullet, fun to watch. Looks like a villain from any 80s action movie. But what do you do with him? For Share a Bullet, this should have been a marquee fight to get him big fights. You got to finish Michelle Pereira, and you can't cheat. You can't be pulling hair, man. Again, fun fighter, fan favorite, but just I don't see the road for him to become champion, especially at middleweight. I just don't see him getting there. Who knows? He also can't fight in America because he has one eye. That's the other issue. Talk to Bisping, though. He figured it out, dude. Just got to memorize the freaking eye chart. How bad you want it? But the narrative on Magomed's fight against Michelle Pereira, it's not even Magomedov. It's not Share a Bullet. It's Herb Dean once again has inserted himself into a controversy. And I think for Herb, his issue is he doesn't want to insert himself into the fight and be, I think, one of the reasons a fighter loses, stuff like that. But when you're in that octagon, you're the sheriff, man. You gotta make sure things are going according to code. You have to. That's why you're in there. And he just doesn't take responsibility. When he issued the statement, or when he showed the video after the Poatan fight, I'm like, well, this ain't good. And then you have the fight after that with our boy Feely, which is pretty evident. Now there's a common theme. It's not happening to all referees. It's happened to Herb Dean. This is 3 in a row, Bubba. This is 3 in a row. At some point, you have to insert yourself. And I just don't understand. Why are you so scared to take a point? Why are you so scared? Even in the Poatan fight, because they don't have to stop a fight and take a point. Do you know this? They don't have to go, whoa, hold on. Illegal strike, raise hand, 1 point. They can do 1 point, hit in the back head, that's 1 point, and the action keeps going.
Oh, I didn't. I wanted it to be
on the
that
fly.
way. That's awesome. Then.
Yeah, there's a thing called on the fly judging, or I'm sorry, refereeing, where they don't have to stop action. So
perfect.
If they did it in the Ciryl Gane and Poatan fight, you're not. So he doesn't want to stop the momentum that Ciryl Gane had. Cool, take a point, and then you wouldn't be getting all this backlash because it's two-sided, right? Because if Herb Dean on the point taken, back of the head shots, he still finishes them, right? But if you stop it to back of the head, and then Poatan, because he was wobbled from a jab from a heavyweight, that was the stem of all his issues. Not the back of the head sucks, but buddy, take accountability. You got hit with a fucking jab from a heavyweight. That's our issue. So for Poatan, yes, you were hit the back head, but if he takes a point, at least that Herb Dean's not going to get so much backlash. And then the fight, the momentum continues. Then Ciryl Gane finishes Poatan like he did, and boom. Yeah, it didn't matter I took a point because you finished him. But now, if he stops the action, stops the momentum, takes a point, they go to Poatan, he goes, man, he hit me in the back head, I'm wobbled, even though he's wobbled from the jab most likely. And then he goes, I can't continue, then that's your co-main event at the White House. So that's the pressure he's under there. But you got to do something, dude. And then in the Feely fight, it's like, buddy, the dude has a straight up gash in an illegal spot in the back of the head. He's bleeding. You do nothing. And then with Share a Bullet grabbing the hair, it's like, what the fuck are you doing, Herb? At some point, insert your goddamn authority into the fight. And you'll hear this all the time. I don't know how this became a thing. Being a ref, toughest job in the world. No, it's not. No, it's not. Do your goddamn job. Do your job, Herb. Do your job. And people are wondering why, like if you're Share a Bullet, why wouldn't you grab hair? Love to hear it. Why wouldn't you? Now imagine if on the fly, he took a point from Share a Bullet. Imagine if he took a point. That scorecard across the board is 29-28, 29-28. Take a point. Guarantee he stops grabbing hair. Guarantee it. Oh, it's a language issue. Guarantee he stops it. He understands that. But if you're a fighter, it's not even that they're dirty, but you're going to play in the gray to get away with what you can. And if Herb's your ref, it's like, yeah, dude, Kick it to the groin if you want. Don't worry about it. Go ahead and poke him in the eyes. Don't worry about it. He's not going to do shit. Go ahead and grab hair, grab the fence. Get away with as much as possible. He's just so timid, so scared to take a freaking point. I don't get it. I do not get it. And it's sad to see because Herb for the longest time was the standard. He was the man. To me, it's Big John, him. Now it's not so much Herb, even with all this malarkey. Herzog, and what's the British cat's name? What'd you say?
Goddard. Mark Goddard.
Goddard's probably he's the tip of the spear. Herzog, and then Herb lately, because all this bullshit, because he's scared to get involved, is down here. But we can have anybody in there do what you do. Herb Dean right now, he's just doing the minimum. Just coasting, cruise control, doing the minimum. Get your ass in there, dude. Get involved. Herb Dean should go completely the opposite direction and have no wiggle room and be just strict as hell, no warnings, taking points, and then when Herb's your ref, they're going, dude, don't mess around with certain refs we can mess around with. Herb, you do not mess around. He's going to take a point. I guarantee you, eye pokes, groin kicks, fence grab, hair pulls, all go away. All go away. The only reason you're seeing this 3 fights in a row, these boys know Herb ain't going to do shit. Herb ain't going to do shit. He's a babysitter in there. You know when the babysitter, the kids really don't respect them? So you better stop that. Or what, Becky? Or what? Or I'm going to send you to the room. Kids keep making fouls. Keep messing up. Keep spilling shit. Keep throwing things against the wall. Okay, if I have to tell you again, you're going to go to your room. Okay, Becky. Kids, keep doing it. Keep doing it. All right. If you do this again, what the fuck? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? And that's basically what the fighter's doing. Herb, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Take a point? You ain't going to do shit, dude. You're not going to do shit. So for Herb, if I'm Herb Dean, if I'm Herb this morning, I'm like, all right, dude, no more. I got to show a little respect for myself here. You know what? Fuck it. Even if the fighters are mad at you, dude, start taking points like it's your job. Because guess what, Bubba? It is. That's what's crazy. It's your fucking job.
Yes. Do you think his ego will let him, because of all the public's like getting on him, you think his ego's gonna let him do like, oh fuck, I got to do it right now?
I would hope.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like Herb. I've had long conversations with him. He's reffed a number of my fights. He took dude, that's what's so funny about all this. He took a point against me against Crow Cop. And it was such bullshit, but I was like, dim the rules. Yeah, I wasn't trying to hit to the back of the head, but every time in the clinch when I'd punch, Crow Cop kept turning like this on purpose because he's a vet. And then he'd go, he's hit me in the back of the head. Look, he's hit in the back of the head. And then Herb gave me a warning, and I'm trying. He's literally turning into the punch, and he took a point. Keep that same energy, Herb. Come on, Bubba. Do something. Fucking do something. Right now, Herb Dean is doing the bare minimum. He's the babysitter the kids don't respect, and they're going to get away with murder until he does something. You got to put the law down, Herb. No one's taking you serious, dude. You have to. I like him. But once you get this kind of aura that, there's refs who went away because, they wouldn't stop a fight. They want to see a dead body inside that octagon, and once they're known for that, Mazzagatti, stuff like that. Remember that? Yves Levine, once they're known for that, there's no going back. Herb is known for literally doing nothing right now. You're just there. You're the stepmom the kids don't respect. You're the babysitter inside that octagon nobody respects right now. And it's your own doing, dude. The White House one, that's tough. A lot of pressure. You don't want the fight to end in a no contest due to that, especially when it looked like Ciryl Gane was winning. That one's tough. These two fight nights, buddy, you got to lay the law down. The two random fight nights that nobody really gives a fuck about, you got to insert authority, bud. You have to, man. I wonder what his reasoning is. I wonder if he's like, dim the rules. You're like, they're not, though. They're really not, especially with the hair pulling.
Yeah, I do think it is his ego, though, because so many people are saying now, he's like, I'm not going to change for all these people now that they're saying so. Maybe he'll slowly ease into it. But what's crazy,
he better ease into it or he's going to be out of a job.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He stops, in my opinion, he stops fights, like especially championship fights early.
Yep.
But then he lets stuff like this go, which is like should be the opposite.
I don't know. I don't get it. But at some point, here's what's weird too is a lot of the, especially the casual fan base, like the UFC needs to do something. They cannot do anything with the commission. They can't. Now, Dana White can go on a smear campaign. If Dana White starts getting on your ass, it puts pressure on the commission. He can put pressure on the commission, but at the end of the day, UFC really can't control the commission. They can put pressure on them. They can put pressure. They can ask for Herb not to referee the fights. That would suck for Herb Dean. That would suck. As long as he's done this, that would suck. But you just can't be the shitty babysitter, Herb. You gotta insert authority.
Yeah.
Otherwise, these kids, aka the fighters, aren't gonna respect you. And guys are gonna get away with cheating. It's not good. Now, on the other end of that, with Poatan, he's going on a smear campaign on social media, which is a little bit unlike him. It's actually a bad sign if you're a Poatan fan, which I am. So he's asking for a petition calling for Herb Dean to be removed from the UFC. Public petition, remove Herb Dean to ban him from officiating UFC fights. Sign now. He also shared this post with the caption, "Coward." He put, "In MMA, there are rules," he wrote. "They must be applied with the same level of rigor to everyone. Respecting the rules means protecting the integrity of the sport and ensuring justice inside the octagon." Hey, you're also crazy if you think Poatan wrote this.
No, this is Michelle Pereira. So Poatan posted probably like.
Oh, gotcha. And then he went above?
Yeah.
Also, you're crazy if you think he wrote this. But yes, my opponent was warned several times and was not punished. When a rule is ignored, the result is compromised. Facts. Yeah. Here's the red flag if you're a Poatan fan. I think him and his team genuinely think that he lost to Ciryl Gane because of the illegal strikes to the back of the head. Taking no accountability that you decide to walk into a heavyweight jab, and that's the result of your downfall. And then after that, him finish you off the back of the head, not great. I agree. Those were illegal. Would it have mattered? No. Would I have liked Herb to stop it and take a point and then see you get finished? Yeah. That'd be the best result. I mean, I was rooting for Poatan. The best result would be for him to win. But it didn't look like it was going to go his way in any facet at all. It's just a nightmare of a matchup for him. But again, if you're a Poatan fan, which I am, it's such a red flag of not taking any accountability why you lost that fight. If you think you lost that fight because Herb Dean didn't stop the fight to the illegal shots, buddy, you're going to lose your next one too. It didn't matter. Yes, it sucks Herb Dean didn't do nothing about it, but it really doesn't matter, man. It doesn't. You were cooked way before that. Way before that. The longer that fight went on, the worse it would have been for him. He was just eating shots. Who pulls hair, dude? I'm sorry. Is this a World Star female fight?
This is
Who
old school UFC.
And then going after a guy in his job, it's just bullshit.
Yeah.
It's just not the way to do it. You need. I've seen him take no accountability, and he hasn't give Ciryl Gane any credit. That's a huge red flag if you're a Poatan fan. Huge red flag. Look at Ilya. Have you seen any excuses? That's how you handle it. That's how you handle a loss. He went, shout out to Justin, man. Closed my eye in the first, closed my right eye in the second. Couldn't see. Hats off. Everything was good too. My camp was great. Everything was good.
Yeah.
It was your night. That's how you handle
So
it.
much
That's how you know
respectable.
Ilya is going to come back and be great. Poatan going on this, I would have won if he didn't do this, and then didn't he do a signing? It was like kind of a dick.
So
Do we know if this is true? I'm always a little hesitant on this stuff.
So, yeah.
I saw some of the fans' comments, like people were defending Poatan, and then multiple people, and like some random lady was like, "Yo, I was there. We've seen multiple, like we've seen Mighty Mouse, we've seen Jon Jones. We flew in from wherever the hell this was at." And
so this is what people are saying, and then people did fly from different countries to do this event.
yeah, it'd be cool. Potan's a big deal. It's a seminar.
And meet and greet, seminar, pictures, all that kind of stuff.
So It says this fan who went to the event says, disgusted by what we all witnessed from this man today. If you have any questions about the event, please reach out on Monday, capital letters. So this person who was at the event says, I was at the seminar. He refused the meet and greets that were paid for, refused to do any photos, even prepaid ones, and refused to sign the signed merch that has been pre-bought. Then cut the seminar time down too. By how much do I need to know that? Having recently done the same seminars with Mighty Mouse, Tom Aspinall, Charles Oliveira, and others, it was pretty disappointing. There were people that had flown in from other countries for this.
Yeah, but then more stuff came out, and apparently it's like people that were arranging the events. Like there's multiple things, and they're saying they're blaming the event planner person, one of them, for not giving them the right information.
I would kind of lean towards that a little bit. Poatan's known as
he
being
seemed like a great fan guy.
A really good dude. I'd lean a little. Now, it's probably somewhere in the middle, but I'd lean a little more. I've dealt with some of these organizers.
Mm-hmm.
They're not exactly organized.
Yeah.
You can scroll up for me?
Yep.
So, keep going. So, Alex Pereira's tour operators.
Joy Gear is probably like the
Yeah, they're
company.
a big one. Has taken full responsibility for the controversy surrounding Pereira's UK tour. On the Cara leg of his tour, Pereira's seminar was cut shorter than advertised, and he did not partake in the paid meet and greets and photo shoot. After the event, organizer MMA Seminars UK publicly called out, they publicly called out Alex for this alongside multiple upset fans sharing their experience online. Joy Gear has now cleared Pereira of any wrongdoing. Joy Gear accidentally miscommunicated the requirements of the Cara leg to Pereira, resulting in Pereira not fully completing what has been promised to attendees.
So apparently that MMA Seminars UK is the one that wrote that first thing that we saw.
Hold on, I'll tell you what's going on. The tour operators are now refunding all the meet and greet ticket holders and are conducting an internal review to ensure this won't happen again. Here's the thing. So let's say Joy Gear miscommunicated with the MMA Seminars in the UK. There's all that. And you're Poatan, and you show up.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
This is how you handle it. You're Poatan, you're doing this leg thing, getting paid good money. I'd imagine 6 figures. And you're on this tour, and you're doing these seminars, and fans are excited to meet you, and people have flown in, and you get there, and before you get out of the van or whatever, however transportation they got you there, you walk up, and there's a line, right? And there's fans, and they have pictures and gloves for you to sign and belts, and you're supposed to do all this stuff. And then he turns to his handler and goes, I thought I was just taking pictures. And they go, shit, I did too. Oh, dude, I'm not doing this. His man should go, you have to, dude.
Yeah.
You have to.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it's a bad look. These people paid a lot of money. They've flown all over the country. Let me figure it out after this with the MMA Seminars people and Joy Gear, where the hell it's called. Let me handle that side. But you're the golden boy. Take pictures. We'll be here for as long as until everybody's out the door. Do your thing. Let me handle. I'll make sure we get ours. If you do all this stuff, I'll make sure we get paid. That's what a good manager's going to do.
I'm with you. Yep.
Not, what the hell? I'm not supposed to take this many pictures, sign this much stuff. I'm out of here and I'm leaving early. They never told me. Those fans don't give a shit, dude. So they're trying to do damage control. And the Joya Gear or whoever, this MMA Seminars,
UK.
They're trying to do damage control. I'm like, oh, it's on us. And then at the end of the day, it's on Poatan. You are so fortunate, you are so lucky that you have people paying to stand in line and take pictures with you. One day it will not be like this, my man. So you owe it to those fans. Even if you got there and you thought it was going to be a 30-minute thing and you're there for 2 hours, you're there for fucking 2 hours. You owe it to them, dude. So they're trying to do image control here and make sure Poatan's still the good guy. At the end of the day, him and his manager need to take ownership. And again, here's the thing. No one wants to hear this. It is a lot of work. When you're bouncing around from city to city doing these seminars, it's a lot of work. Guess what? Don't feel sorry for him. It's a lot of money. It's a ton of money. Get your big ass in there. Get your big, giant ass in there that you just put on fucking 30 pounds. Lost a fight. You're lucky people are still fucking showing up after that showing at the White House. You get your big Brazilian tire changing ass in there. You sign all those fucking pictures. You answer all the questions. You say Shama about fucking 50,000 times with a smile on your face, collect your check, get back in the goddamn van, and go to the next city and do the same thing over and over. Because in a few years, those people will not be there. And you just fucked yourself. Over what? Over what? You can pay hundreds of thousands of dollars. I bet that tour earns him 7 figures easily. Get your big ass. Giant ass out of that van with a smile on your goddamn face and take those pictures and sign those freaking cards. He needs to take responsibility. Nobody's taking responsibility. Nobody. The loss to Ciryl Gane, oh, Herb Dean, that's his fault. This, oh, it's the promoter's fault. But there's one common denominator, my man. It's you. Why did you lose the fight at the White House? Because you didn't get out of the way of a fucking jab. That's your problem. Oh, why are people upset at the signing? Because you didn't stay there and sign their shit. But how's he handling it? I lost because of Herb Dean. I didn't sign because they didn't tell me. Buddy, this is on you. This is, at the end of the day, you're a grown-ass man. This is on you. This is on you. What I would do to save face is I would go back there.
Yeah.
I would go back and say, hey, I am so sorry. There's a miscommunication. We're going to do a new date. And all you people that came, it's on me. That's how you should handle it. Not, oh, I didn't get paid enough. They didn't tell me this. Forget this and leave early. That ain't the way to do it. And then issue this bullshit statement where who knows who's telling the truth. And they does not matter. Poatan can make this all right going, all right, everyone shut up. I'm going back. I'm going to sign all that stuff. I'm going to take the pictures. The new date is here. It's on me. I'm giving out whatever first 100 pair of signed gloves on me. Like, you know how easy that is? A sponsor would keep full violence, I'm sure, or fight camp would give them gloves to sign. Like, there's so many ways to make this right. But not, nope, it's them. They never told me. They didn't give me the details. Shut up. You paid so much money. Shut up. Get back in the van. Sign the pictures, dude. What are you talking about? What the hell are you talking about? What else you got, Jen?
Also, it's pretty big news in boxing, at least. So Usyk says he's getting rid of all his belts because he has only one fight left over. His last dance is what he calls it. And Eddie Hearn kind of said that he believes it's going to be versus Wilder.
Yeah, it seems like Usyk now is like, I've defended all the belts. Mm-hmm. I've done it all. I'm the best in the world. I'm not going to do these mandatory, title fights that you guys are forcing me to do because they're not the biggest fights I can do.
And he's not holding back other fights.
Yeah, he's like, I'm going to relinquish the belts, and I'm just going for big money fights. I'm not mad at it. It's a great fight for him. Mm-hmm. If he can just avoid that big right hand, Deontay Wilder's a great fight for him. Like Rico Van Hooven, Deontay Wilder, none of it makes sense, but they're fun fights. He's in the twilight of his career just making bank. I'm not mad at it at all. Mm-hmm. And the UFC's just, buddy, look at that. Look at that. July, August, September, October, November, December. 2026 is going to go down as one of the greatest years in UFC history. So June, you already know, UFC White House, best card ever. July 11th, which is next Saturday, which the UFC's edging us till then. They gave him Macau. They gave you that last fight night. Now it's all leading up to UFC 329 International Fight Week. The Mac Daddy, Conor McGregor, Max Holloway is coming back. We will do a live chat for that, a live watch along right here for that International Fight Week. That's next Saturday. So that's going down here. So tune in. So July 29 or July 329, July 11th. You have Conor, Matt, and Max Holloway, and then UFC 330 right after that. August, you have Islam versus Ian Machado Gary. Take my money. And now it's showing UFC 331 September. Armin Sarukian, Charles Oliveira, 5-rounder. Volkanovski, Ivalov. Take my money. UFC 332 is October. You have Petr Yan versus Merab. I'll take it. And you know all the main main card's gonna be lit on this too. UFC, I don't know if all this is confirmed, but
No, it's not 100% confirmed, especially the one you're about to look at. But
yes,
Tom,
this is where it gets a little dicey, but it makes sense. UFC 333, November, Ciryl Gane, Tom Aspinall, okay. And then UFC 334 is our boy
Potentially.
Strickland versus Khamzat.
rematch.
Again, those last two are a little gray. Last two, none of that's confirmed. They're just going to give Khamzat an immediate rematch?
I don't know.
Imavov's like, what the? Either way, though, if it's July through October is lit as hell, and then November, December, they're going to figure out. Because either way, even if Tom Aspinall, for whatever reason, his eyes aren't great, who knows what their contract issues with Eddie Hearn, you'll get Ciryl Gane, hoke it, take my money. And then UFC 334, for whatever reason with that, say Khamzat's having an issue or something. Strickland did say he wants to fight in December, so I think two of those guys are going to be in there for sure. Aspinall and Khamzat are the question marks. Boy, it's a good time to be a UFC fan. 2026 for the UFC is lit.
Did you hear the story about Ali Abdelaziz getting into some backroom scuffle with Eric Nixick?
I did hear about this, and this is, but this happened a while ago, right?
That's for their Manel Kopp Horiguchi fight.
Oh, so
Yeah,
was that
not
2
too
weeks
long
ago?
ago, yeah.
Not too long ago. So the headline says, if you're just listening, it says MMA manager Ali. So Ali reps big boys: Justin Gaethje, Cap, Islam, the guys. He repped Khabib. He has a stable. So it says MMA manager Ali attacked coach Eric Nixick following UFC Apex event. I know Ali. I've trained with him at Henzo's. And that was before he was managing. So it's the hot second go. That dude is full of testosterone.
And he does train, right? So all
Very
the time.
aggressive individual. So Blake Avion
Avignon.
says, here's what I know and heard. Ali tried to swing on Coach Nixick, missed, and both were separated and removed from backstage area. Everybody should be reaching out to Lene and Nobi to get UFC's response on why they allow managers to conduct themselves like this backstage. So it says the buzz on the street of why Sean Strickland and Kopp are having a beef is because Eric Nixick allegedly got punched in the face by Ali at the Meta Apex Saturday.
And apparently Ali was kicked out.
Yeah, I mean, that's so out of character for Nixick. Ali is... I've never had any issues with Ali. He's always been good to me. I know all the rumblings and his ties to September. I don't want to get into any of that. He has a lot of power, and he's very close to the UFC.
There's a weird thing. Remember we went to... I forgot when we moved studios. I think we were with like Malk or something. He came in for one of the food trucks or something. Maybe because Justin was there.
Justin Gaethje.
And I honestly, when I saw him, I was like, I'm gonna turn this way. He has like this thing about him. He just seems like he's like, there's something with him. You know what I mean? I don't want any issue with him at all. I just walk the other way.
When you say something with him, what do you mean?
I don't know. I just
elaborate for us, please. He's a very intense individual.
There you go. That's a good word, intense.
He's very intense. Again, I've never had any issues with him. Me and him have always been cordial, always got along. Yeah, dude, with him and Conor. Dude, do you remember when Conor was fighting Khabib and went after Ali? Buddy. The knock on him, again, I don't know the exact specifics of it, is he's very close with Dana and the brass. So when you're a manager and you're very close with the UFC, oligarchy, it gets murky in the waters.
Exactly.
It gets murky in the waters.
Exactly.
Now look up his stable though, Chin. Look at the guys. I thought he had Ian Machado Gary too. I'm on that First Form energy drink with Screaming Freedom. It tastes like freedom. Yeah, see, so he has a lot of power. This is why. Islam Makhachev, ever heard of him? Khabib, Kamaru Usman, Henry Cejudo. So that's why you didn't see Kamaru versus some of the guys. Justin Gaethje, Henry Cejudo, Merab, Umar Nurmagomedov, Usman Nurmagomedov, Ankalaev, Kayla Harrison, Kopp, Dariush, Gaslam, Chris Weidman, Cheeto, Fluffy. He used to represent Frankie Edgar, RDA, Eddie Alvarez, Rashad Evans. A lot of power.
Yeah.
A lot of power. I get why guys sign with him, you know?
He gets stuff done.
He gets shit done.
He has connections to the highest people in the world, probably.
Yeah, he gets shit done. And there's only a handful of guys you're going to go to in the UFC if you want to get shit done, you know? Chin's treading so lightly. What else you got, Chin?
This Yair Rodriguez, we haven't heard from him in a while. And Bilal Muhammad said that he's moving up to lightweight.
See, I'm not mad at this. Like, Yair, they kicked him out of the Meta did. They kicked him out of the rankings, right? I think he was like 4 or 5. He was way up
gone,
there.
yeah.
So they kicked him out because he's inactive. And I'm like, man, we haven't heard. If you listen to last week's shows, I do 5 shows a week now. I'm basically a newscaster now. But if you listen to the show, I'm like, where is he? What's going on? He's always had issues. But then when I hear he's going up to 55, part of me goes, oh, he's doing it right. Because a lot of guys will move up a weight class and speed up and put on weight, and it's not good. Poatan. There's guys, when they go up a weight class, they just put on the shitty weight. They don't do it right. They don't build the muscle, and they're just, it's like a shitty version where they're like, oh, I just don't have to cut as much weight. I'm fine. It's like, no, there's a lot more to it. So when I hear Yair is taking his time, moving up to 55, buddy, he'll be great at 55. And Diego Lopez also announced he's going up to 55. 55 is going to be freaking lit. 45, 55 is already phenomenal. Him at 55, dude, buddy.
He's pretty tall, right, for what he is right now.
He'll be fine. I love this. When I heard that, I'm like, oh, that makes sense. Good for him. And he's doing it right. Good for him.
Yeah. It's just a quick one. It's just confirmed that Fluffy will be fighting Gregory Rodriguez RoboCop.
As long as Fluffy doesn't get hit in those first 2 rounds. Uses wrestling, fights smart, Fluffy could wear his ass out. Not a great fight for Fluffy with the power of RoboCop, but I'll take it. Imovov's just like, what the hell do I do?
Yeah.
They're like, just chill.
And I thought this was just interesting. Everyone's grabbing numbers from everywhere. So this report says, this MMA Sapien says that there was 126 billion social media views for the White House card.
Super Bowl numbers on social media.
Yeah, social media.
Super Bowl numbers on social media. 34 million global views is such a feat. It's crazy.
Yeah.
The issue is guys like me, Rogan, some of the other people were like, it did 150 million views, and then when you hear 34, it kind of takes away the shine. So that's on me. 126 billion social media views. Again, whether it's UFC, Showtime, Netflix, I always go, prove it.
Yeah.
They don't have to. Prove it. 126 billion social media views. So am I part of that 126 billion?
That's what I'm saying. Like, when
I
did
have
they
a clip
stop?
on the White House that did 4 or 5 million views.
It's got to be.
So am I part of that?
That's what I would imagine. If it has like maybe a hashtag or something.
That's what I'm
like
saying. Is it just about the White House? If it's a clip from the White House, are you?
I don't know how they do this.
Again, prove it. But again, I get it. When we, I get it. When you're going after endorsements or, when I was renegotiating my deal with Pod One, you put all sorts of numbers together. Social media, audio, video, clips, Twitter, TikTok, Facebook. You accumulate all this big mass number where you see it like, Jesus Christ. Yeah, that's right.
When people mention the podcast, dude, they said the podcast.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw this or not, It looks good. But again, prove it. Give us a breakdown. Those 34 million, because they did, what they say, 17 just in the U.S.?
Yeah. Domestically, and then 34 globally.
Prove it.
Yeah.
Good for them. We know the number's big.
Well, the audience won't be able to see this, but they could easily Google it. It's on ESPN's MMA's Instagram. Jon Jones's Reflexes. I'm sure you've seen this video, huh?
I haven't seen it.
Someone threw a phone into the crowd. He was at some bare knuckle event.
Okay.
And then you'll just see, boom, like nothing, dude. He's just like,
not today. Boom. And does he keep it?
no.
I like how he's all like, not a big deal.
Yeah. Someone behind him was trying to catch it, and then he gave it to him afterwards. But it was pretty dope.
That was some bro telling his other bro, dude, get a picture with Jon Jones. He's like, I don't have my phone. He's like, I'm going to throw it.
Yeah, that was like a huge event, too. There's like, they brought Volkov, Poatan, Ciryl Gane.
What event? Is this in Russia or some shit?
It's one of those areas, yeah. Oh, it says right there, Moscow.
Moscow, and it's IBA bare knuckle?
IBA bare knuckle.
So you got Jon Jones, Ciryl Gane, and Volkov.
Mm-hmm.
It says, where else can Jon Jones, Arman, Ciryl Gane, Volkov all at once? Dude, any RAF? Any UFC event? But I hear you.
But traveling all the way down there, that's a crazy one. Dude, so Joe Lauzon, he's going to be joining BKFC.
One of my faves.
Yeah. And he's like, I guess, there's a link to Fenway Park. He grew up, He tells a whole story about it, but anyway. He's going to be fighting at the Fenway Park event.
So it says UFC veteran Joe Lauzon is taking his talents to bare knuckle. The 42-year-old Boston native has signed with BKFC. Will fight at the historic Fenway Park. Buddy, Fenway would be sick.
Yeah.
He's one of the good guys. The thing that got me really excited was fighting at Fenway Park. I bet, man. I fought in Boston before. I fought the TD Garden. I'm pretty sure I was there when he fought there. But there's something special about competing on the field at Fenway. Hell yeah. I grew up a Red Sox fan. I'm sorry. Played baseball as a kid and watched the Red Sox win the World Series while I was in college. To have a chance to fight there is pretty incredible. Boston has always shown up for me every time I fought there. My friends, family, supporters have packed the building. I can't wait to experience that again. There aren't many venues more iconic than Fenway Park. Getting to fight there's something I'll remember forever. I'm with him. One more, Joe.
Do you think that's good for his? He seems like it's just a straight up real fighter. So do you think this will be a good outlet? Like, will you think he'll do better than in the UFC then?
His jiu-jitsu is really good, too.
Yeah.
He's just a dog. He's a dog. Yeah, there's certain guys that translate well to BKFC. He'd be one of them. And it's at Fenway Park. Usually when, especially old 40, so it'd be like me fighting, right? I don't know how much when he retired, but we're probably similar. But I get it. I get it, dude. Yeah. If they called him up and he's chilling at home, and I came in, we know we've offered you a contract before, but we're going to Fenway Park, dude. He's like, what? That'll do it. So he retired in 2019.
Off a win. Jonathan Pierce.
What'd you say?
I was just thinking Jonathan Pierce. Is that the dude with the curly hair?
I think so.
Like half black?
And he lost 4 out of 5 before that. Won his last fight. Joe Lauzon's a legend. One of my faves, man.
Yeah.
Just always game. Always game. And I get it. You're 42. Fenway Park, dude, take my money. Yeah. That's going to be great, man. BKFC doing the damn thing. Love to see it.
Chael Sonnen says a lot of things, but what do you think of this? As far as I looked it up on ChatGPT and everything else, it says he's serious about it, but he always jokes around. So him running for president in 2028.
I love Chael. It sounds like he's bored. You run for president. You know how much money you have to have just to campaign on the campaign trail?
He was. It says right. He was in the Oregon.
Oh no,
House of Representatives before.
Yeah, all day. Yeah, he did do something in Oregon as far as politically, unless there's some billionaire backing him up, like dude, just to get on that campaign trail, you're talking. I mean, the amount of money it requires to actually attempt that. I wonder for Chael, are you just bored? Is this like guys doing BKFC or,
He's always loved politics, so I don't know.
Yeah, he's a super smart dude. Mm-hmm. Listen, say what you want about Chael Sonnen, but he's a way better candidate than anybody we got. And when a cage fighter is a better candidate than what we got, buddy, we're in trouble.
I'm with it.
We're in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but Chael did this and Chael did that. Dude, still a better person than anybody running politics right now. Still a better person than anybody you know running in politics right now. Is he going to win? Absolutely not. The system's not set up for a guy like him to win. And again, the amount of money it requires just to get on the ballot is bananas.
At least you could say he ran for it, maybe, but who knows?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
His kids are going to be like, my dad ran for president. That's pretty cool.
That's pretty much it for current events. You want to?
Yeah, let's go to the live chat, bud.
Chat? All right. There's a bunch in the talking. We'll just go from
Is
where
there
it
a
is.
bunch? So this is what I had Chin do is so this live chat's always on the screen here, but during the regular episodes, I've been focusing on you guys, so I really don't get to the points I was supposed to make. So I have them turn off until I can get through stuff, and then I check in with you guys. What's up, fam? Good to see you guys. We got all the crew here. Dice Game Network, Slow Fit. I see you, Slow Fit. All the crews here. Black Ross is back. Tanner, welcome to the chat, big dog. Sean Raiz, when you were fighting, was there a specific moment memory that you tapped into to help you push through adversity, unleash your inner beast? No, not really, dude. When you're in there, no, not really. Not really. I mean, some of the fights, like the Gonzaga fight, the Crow Cop one, the ones that were like went past, that got in the third round. I remember being on the stool or like in the fight, I'm like, come on, dude. This is why you train your ass off for this exact freaking moment, man. Come on, dude. This is why you did all this freaking work. This is why you ran the freaking sands, in Malibu, those hills. This is why you run those Santa Monica stairs. This is why you're on the track in the middle of fucking summer. Come on, dude. This is why you do it. Stuff like that. But other than that, is this the top of it?
No, there's a ton. You want to go to the top?
Go to the top, yeah. The whole crew's here. Jose, what up, man? Welcome to the club. We back, baby. That's right. What up, gang? We are. I know we're early. I know we're early. We had to. We upstairs. What up, B team? Slowfit, where's that summer moon, big dog? I know. You know what? I found out how much sugar is in that. I've laid a little low on it. Scott Dobson, can't wait for the Herb Dean talk. You got it. Let me know what you guys think. Was I too hard on him? Thomas goes, wow, never mind. What up, fam? Yeah, you guys are the best, man. Barnhill Brothers. What up, man? Love these lives. Thanks, dude. Ladies and gentlemen, Barnhill Brothers. I'm pretty sure they're out of Houston. It's these two brothers. I don't think they're twins, but they look damn similar, but they're very good at this, better than I am. Go watch those guys. Go subscribe to their channel. Those guys are awesome. Barnhill Brothers. They do a great job. I need to look more into those guys. I don't know their background. One has a great beard. Looks like a Special Forces dude. And I know the other dude, because I posted a video of a whole collage of Basti. It's the end of the year All-Stars, right? And he's like, I can't wait for my kid to get involved in sports. So I think he has little kids too. So there's another dad in the fight game. What up, dog? The host of Barnhill are brothers. The host Popular Media Podcast Network. They came. Yeah, what's their background? Anyone know those cats? They seem like awesome human beings. So shout out to them. Black Ross says, RDA, I would rank him top 5 lightweight all time. His prime was insane. Agree, but my point was with Fiziev, he wasn't fighting him in his prime. That's all I'm saying. But RDA is awesome. Fun story about RDA. I think I shared this with you guys before. When I was getting ready to fight Nogueira, I flew out probably 3 months before to do promotional work for the UFC where they parade us around Brazil, Rio de Janeiro. I went to the favelas. Which is like their ghetto, I guess you could call it. And their ghetto's different there, right? Like our ghetto's down here, like on the streets. Their ghettos, the favelas, are basically like the Hollywood Hills for us. So they live in like they have like the best view. But it's all these like shacks and shanties on the mountains. It's insane. It's really cool. Also really sad. You see kids training jiu-jitsu on the dirt, doing kickboxing, soccer in the dirt, or football as they call it in the dirt. So I came down, partnered, I think it was with Rev Gear, Echo. I had them ship a ton of gear for these little dudes, right? Awesome. So I'm there. I'm there for 2 weeks, training, doing PR, living in Brazil. It was awesome. One of the greatest times of my life. The Brazilian community, in general, were good to me. But the fight community, like the people that knew the fight, weren't great to me, right? I get it. It's not that they were rude. They're just, no one's doing the white boy from America any favors trying to beat this legend. And I couldn't find rides. I didn't know where to eat. I was worried about someone poisoning my food. I didn't know where to train. I couldn't figure things out. And RDA drove me around. RDA showed me the ropes, drove me around. I would go with him to drop his son off at school, and then he would take me to the gym. And he's just such a good dude.
That's awesome.
That's why I love RDA. So a little story time for you. Scott Dope says, Team Canada win the World Cup, by the way. Yeah, fucking right. For the first time ever, you guys are in the top 16. I'm rooting for you guys, but no, sir. No, sir. Slow fit. Scott, it's a little early to be drinking. Yeah, it is early to be drinking. Black Rock says, 185 is fun because it's up in the air. You can make an unlimited amount of matchups that are fun, but nothing that needs to happen right away. Yeah, 185 is popping. Yes, Abe. So Herb inserts himself by not calling these fouls. Correct. So Herb is so scared to be the reason why a fighter loses or wins a fight that he doesn't physically insert or use his authority in the fight. But by not doing that, he fully involves himself in the fight. He's the narrative of all these fights. You're 100% spot on, dude. Scott says, Herb Dean looks checked out sometimes. I noticed a long time ago he's very unwilling to implement the rules he helped make. Yep. Shiz Little Bam says, just notice your smoking co-host.
Raccoon.
Oh, yeah. What's up, dog? I thought you were talking about Chin.
Yeah, I was like, damn.
I was like, does Chin, yeah, he's good
Hey,
looking.
man, how dare you?
I mean, he's good looking. Auto Guide Production says, top of the top, new tech. I left the fight stream paused overnight while I went to work, came back and was able to watch it all the way through. Paramount Post playback method is atrocious.
I agree.
You're having issues too?
Remember I told you. You were like, you and Nick were like, what? I was like,
I've had zero issues with Paramount. Zero. Way better than ESPN. Richard, welcome to the party, my man. Abe says, no consequences for refs is a problem. Yeah. Oh, having no consequences for I agree. And they have no accountability. They don't have to talk to anybody. Thomas, are you going to address the Nick situation? Nice guy, but we're here to listen to you and Chin. That's it. Read your comments on non-lives. Okay. Thomas says Goddard's the best. Agree. Keep going. Short Kings sticking up for each other. Love it. Thomas says, been here since the beginning so I can have a position. Facts, dude. Although we're only about 2 weeks old. Black Ross says, it's hard to tell professionals how to do their job no matter how much they're failing at it. If they're not doing it, right? If they're not doing their job, it's not even that we have to be professional referees, but you got to incorporate your fucking job. There has to be some accountability. There has to be expectations. Our expectation is you're going to enforce the rules. That's day number one. Shit, Herb Dean. At some point, you got to do your job. Otherwise, otherwise, let's just do fanfare and have fans jump in there. They're going to do the same shit you're doing, bud. Black Ross says, Herb Dean needs a long vacation to see if he wants to ref anymore. Yeah, it's July, too. Now would be the time to go. Slowfit says Poatan would have a better argument if he lost while getting hit in the back of the head, but after those shots, the fight played on, and he got murked on the feet. Agree. Yes, Thomas. He was done from the start, Poatan. He shouldn't have gained like 200. Yep. I think for him at heavyweight, 230. 228, 230. Omar says, man, this Poatan stuff is getting sad as fuck. Did anyone watch the fight? He looked so slow, was getting cracked. Jamal Hill's stats for Alex in my eyes. I'm no longer a fan or care to see. I wouldn't jump off the Poatan train yet. Nate Dogg says, Poatan gave a bunch of credit to Gane on Ariel's show. He needs to do more of that. Wyatt says, Ilya seemed humble after. Yep. Thomas says, no one cares what Jamal Hill says. God, when did Jamal Hill get so much shit? What was that for? Like, what? Why is he the guy everyone rags on?
There was something.
Like, what happened?
Yeah, let me check.
Because remember, everyone was shitting on him when they found out he knocked out, like, his brother, but remember he's defending his mom? Thomas says, I was at the Gane Aspinall fight. He's dirty, multiple eye pokes. He has an issue he needs to address for sure. Jacob, welcome to the crew. Thomas says, Abu Dhabi is beautiful. Never go there again, though. Nate Dogg says, I feel like sometimes Schaub goes heavy into something, never really gets shown evidence of otherwise, like JDM not being champ when he was. I hear you. On that, though, the mistake, I said JDM will never be champ. Will never be champ again. I understand he was champ. I'm saying we'll never be champ again. But I hear you. Everyone's going in on Herb. What up, Frank? Black Grass, I love Usyk, but like giving up the belts does nothing for you? I'm not mad at it, though. Slowfit, Usyk ducking the Rico rematch. Yeah. But for Rico, he's like, fuck that. Dice Game Network, not gonna lie, first one been killing it with the merch. Yeah, they have the best merch. This is their football jersey. I was always a little skeptical wearing this. I'm like, am I gonna look like an 80s football player in this? Whatever. Agree with Nate. Usyk Rico rematch. Usyk wipes the floor with him. Agree. Slowfit says split decision, and he was the champ. You got to give the rematch to Khamzat. He's referring to Sean Strickland. I agree. I agree. Yeah, I agree. That's the move. That's the move. I'm not sold on Imavov. And Strickland's already beat him. And it's short notice, I think. Devin 33, what up with the UFC Expo? Looks like it's not going on this year. They're not doing an Expo for International Fight Week? They always do.
Check.
Look it up.
Yep.
Adrian says, y'all notice how Ali was all over the place after Justin's win at Freedom 250 and Justin had to tell him to chill out? No, I didn't see that. Jay Little, welcome to the club, big dog. Bubs, luxury wraps. I'm getting my truck wrap right now, Bubs. What did you think of the Shara Bullet? I root for Shara Bullet. He's a fun character in this Real Housewives of the UFC that we have here. He's a fun character. I just don't know his ceiling. I don't see it. I don't. As far as him being like an actual contender, I don't see it. But I'm glad he's with the UFC, if that makes sense.
Here's the information on chat, at least for UFC.
Oh, so they're doing the UFC Expo, Bubba. So Thursday you get the UFC Hall of Fame induction. Friday Power Slap event.
Yay.
But here's the thing with Power Slap. I gave them so much shit for Power Slap. I've heard from everybody I know it's dope in person. Again, I think part of the problem is Dana was like, it's gonna be bigger than UFC. We have more followers than Manchester United. Like, all that's malarkey. All that's crazy. From everybody I know that no ball and no fucking life tell me in person it's actually really cool to go to. And it's basically they're sitting around drinking, it's networking, and these dudes are getting slapped left and right. That's the move. So the expo is July 11th, is day one, and then you have UFC 329 at night, and then the second day is July 12th, and then you have Zuffa boxing at night. Dudes, this might be a hot take. I would, if let's say you're planning on going to Vegas for International Fight Week, I guess I'd go to the UFC Hall of Fame induction. Something to do if you're there early, but I would go to the Power Slap event over Zuffa boxing. I bet you would have way more fun at the Power Slap event over Zuffa boxing. Fun fact, first UFC Expo ever, Fighting the Kid was there. Did a live Fighting the Kid. Black Ross says, do you think TKO Paramount would rather have Khamzat as a champ over Strickland? I see his recent actions could be an issue for new shareholders. No. American champ is always good for business. Khamzat's not active enough. No, I still think they'd rather have Strickland. Jay Little says, what up, B? First job I've subscribed to. Thank you, sir. Thomas says, Dana hates him behind the scenes. Are you talking about Ali? Omar says, didn't he get busted for selling passports? It says, or something. I'm not even going to say it because I don't want to get us banned. Thomas says, hashtag Yairist. Yeah, they're, I don't want to get into that. It's dicey, dude. Abe, Yair at 155 is going to be pretty dope. Fun matchups. Yair versus Huffy? Dude. Really fun matchups. Normax says, sucks because I would have loved to see Yair versus Sugar. Well, how about that at 55? I bet you eventually Sugar goes to 55. Thomas is hard in the paint. Abe, Yair versus Huffy, sign me up. Facts. Take my money. Thomas, Diego Lopez at 55 is going to be a problem. Agree. He fits in perfect at 55. Agree, slow fit. Stevie G. Rodriguez, come on, guys, like the video. Yeah, I feel you. The Heartless Angel says, so is the Big Brown Army called the Shawbies? Yes or no, chat? Yeah, you guys pick. I don't know. All I know is we can't be running around with merch that says brownies. Slowfit, yeah, we started early today because you do Fighting the Kid. Don't worry, I'll figure out the exact schedule, but Mondays plan on around 9 a.m. on the dot, usually 9 a.m. Slovit says, now we the brownies with the downies. I don't know if you have brownies, downies merch, dudes. Bubba Luxrats, every day for a summer, Brendan ignored my comment. What was your comment, Bubba? Tanner, what up, man? Welcome to the club. I answered that one. Tanner, where did that go? I was at Tanner. My God, there's a lot of comments.
It's around, no, higher?
No,
this is too far.
No, I think we're still up.
Remember we did this? Oh,
Okay, all right. Oh, there we are. Tanner. Tanner says, I'm looking to get into the truck game. What would be a good first truck? I gotta know your budget, buddy. And then send me your budget, and then I'll tell you the truck to go for. Mike Logan, welcome to the party. Oh, I gotcha. You were doing a bit from the old T-Fat-K days. Every day for a summer. Yeah, with Bobby.
Oh, God.
No, slow fit. I'll answer at the end. The problem is with these lives is we're getting some pushback where I'm not doing an episode. I'm just answering the live chat questions, so I'm trying to do both. Mahalo, Dice Game. Tanner says, if Justin just beat arguably the pound-for-pound fighter, why is no one talking about Justin versus Islam? Oh, buddy. I think for a number of reasons. Yeah, keep going at me. So Andrew says, got in late, heard the Herb Dean stuff. How hard is it for the UFC to fire a ref? Is there enough qualified refs where they can't afford to fire a ref? I think Herb's a staple. Again, the UFC can't fire anyone. They can apply pressure on the commissions, but they, at the end of the day, don't have any kind of influence over it. It's the commissions. They're all independently. Slowfit, yeah. The only round could be lost was the Conor fight, right? Did he not lose any to Ally Quinta either? Scott, good luck with your orientation, bud. Correct, Mike. I think it was a bit. Dicecam Network, what do you think of Fiziev versus Torres? Felt like Torres was stiff, missing his strikes. Looks like he has a high ceiling and improved though. Yeah, he's a young cat, young contender, fighting a real vet. Tough matchup for him. There's a lot of left in the tank for Torres. This isn't the end of Torres. Going Rounds podcast. I think you've been killing it with the live streams. What do you find most challenging about doing things this way? I see you trying to read as much as you can. It's appreciated. Thanks, brother. The challenge that I guess just letting you guys know, right? I think the challenge is finding a time we can always do it with Fighter and the Kid. The biggest challenge, there hasn't been much. I prefer doing it this way. We don't like for Chin, we don't edit a lot anyways, so that's where I was like, might as well just do it like this, and it gets up earlier for you guys. Because before, let's say, take International Fight Week Conor fights, right? And previously, I would do a show on Monday when it come out to late Tuesday. It's too late. Like the takes are, everybody's take is, I'm late to the party. I'm the guy that shows up as the party's ending. Like, wait, hold on, I got a Conor take. And everyone's like, yeah, we probably heard it. So we got to get it going. Keep going down. Damn, Dark went 11 of 13 with the picks this last week. Is that good, dude? I hear you, Black Ross. Slow fit, correct. Jones never lost, and Cyborg got torched by Amanda. Correct. We've never seen John ever get torched. Thomas says, wasn't RDA 170 champ when Colby beat him? RDA had a crazy run there for a while. Curtis, welcome to the party. Abe, had a client phone call. What did I miss? Not much, bud. Thomas, hilarious Chael Sonnen reference to Brazil. Auto-guided production, Brazil topic. I don't think anyone knew you were a white boy until recently. Always thought you were an ambiguously tanned individual. Yeah, it is weird. Matt, what up? Keep going down. Carol Ralph says, I saw Brian on Uncle Laser podcast. How come he never talks about or promotes TFAK on any other podcasts he does? Brian's never, even when we were like #1 in sports podcasts, even when TFAK 3D, Brian is just, he's old as shit, so he doesn't promote anything. I don't know what he'd promote right now. I never take offense to that stuff. I feel like fighting the kid too. It's like we've been around so long. Either you're a fan or you're not. People know who we are at this point. You know, where it's not like we're gonna get the young fan base. You know, yeah, that stuff never bothers me about Brian. He never promotes ever. He didn't promote his own stand-up tour. You know, he's not doing it vindictively. He just doesn't do it. Thanks, Casablanca. Yeah, Bosty balled out. We lost in the Texas overtime to the number 1 team. Hurts my feelings. But the Bosty guy's first ring, though. Matt, what up, man? Coming to you from Tulsa, Oklahoma. You got a good fight night coming to Oklahoma City, bud. Not too far from you. D. Scott says, if superstars like Conor were renegotiating his contract and he put into the contract that he didn't want Herb Dean to ref any fights of his, would the UFC agree to that? No, again, the UFC can't really control the commission. Again, they can put pressure. Conor can put pressure on them, say, I don't want this guy refereeing my fight, and hopefully the commission listens. But at the end of the day, the commissions, the UFC has no jurisdiction over the commissions. Tomcat, what's up? What's your 4th of July plans going? Dude, where I'm at, my neighborhood, they get like a food truck. Me and the dads go buy all these crazy fireworks. It's awesome. 4th of July here on the lake is so cool, man. It's so goddamn American here. It's great. Stevie G, I think I've heard you say that they talked to all the fighters in the back about the rules. If so, they should have not given warnings, just take points. Dude, that's the thing. And Herb Dean, again, he's been my ref multiple times because they usually give him the assignment for heavyweights, so I've had him a bunch of times. In the back, he's so intense. I'm going to call this. This is illegal. He goes through all of it. As you're getting your hands taped, he goes through all of it. And to Stevie's point, that's your goddamn warning. You were warned in the back and were told in the back what to do and what not to do. That's the warning. So when we go live inside that goddamn octagon, there should be no warnings. You were warned in the back, shown in the back what's right, what's wrong. I don't get it. I don't get it. Daniel Park says, I watched the clip of you stand up for Brian saying, I forgive, but don't forget. They aren't in my foxhole on a regular. You're such a good friend. Oh, thanks, dude. Thanks, bud. Love your hyper focus on MMA. Thanks, brother. Thomas, beginning Ultimate Fighter fan. And, oh, you're born in Colorado. What up, dog? Devin, regarding Jamal Hill, I think it's the thumbs up tattoo. That tattoo is tough. But he probably got it when he's young. You have a lot of money. Got to give him some leeway on that. Norm says, I think Poatan will come back with vengeance. Maybe. Depends on the matchup, right? Black Ross, yep. Anderson Silva did it right when he moved at 205, correct. Omar says, Jamal Hill made all the excuses in the world against Alex and lost all the fans he had. That's not fun. And then they say, Adrian says, remember the whole Joanna and Hill situation?
Forgot about that for a minute.
Because he was, trying to shoot a shot at her?
Yeah. And then she was down to meet up, but something didn't work out. I don't know.
But is he single? Is there an issue there?
As far as I know, he's single.
So what's the problem?
Oh no, he was single before, but then he had a girl. Something like that.
Oh, Black Ross says, remember when Hill was threatening that one female MMA champ, Joanna? That one?
Yeah,
Joanna?
because of the girl.
Come on, bud.
His girlfriend or something.
Oh. Scott says, what do you think is drawing bigger guys, light, heavyweight, and heavyweight, away from the sport? I feel like the depth isn't the same 10 years ago. I think it's a number of things. Like if you're a bigger guy and you're an athlete, you're not going to get pushed into fighting because you can, every parent thinks their kid's going pro, right? So if your kid's bigger and he's an athlete, you're not going to push him into fighting. It's not a good way to go. It's a tough gig. So if you're a bigger kid and you're an athlete and you're young and big, they're pushing you into football, baseball, basketball. No parent, I don't care where you are, is going to sign your kid up for fighting. Dice Game Network, you see the Mustang GTD? I did. Didn't the ZR1 beat the brakes off it number-wise, though? I'd still take a GT2 RS over that. It still doesn't beat the GT2 RS. And the GT3 RS, the new ones, have something to say, too. And there's only like, I think they only made, what, 300, 500? Here's my thing. When they release these dope cars and they make them so exclusive, only the elite can buy them and then put them in their living rooms for art pieces, I'm out, dude. That's why I fucks with Chevy, with the ZR1. They're not unlimited. Anybody can go and get one, you know? The GTD, they make it so limited. It's not fun. I don't get why they do that bullshit. It pisses me off. Chris Lamb says, B, you should see if you can get on the Cam Hanes lift, run, and shoot. They go on a hunt with him. You both have similar fan base, would do big numbies. Yeah, I was supposed to, but he gave me a 2-day notice, and I can't leave right now with the kiddos. But, yeah, we'll figure it out. Cam's my guy.
Damn it.
Probably a few more here, kids, because I get ready for fighting the kid. And then, obviously, the real live chats tomorrow.
I think it's around here now.
Yep, keep going down. Devin 33B doing SEMA this year. I might with my two-door Hummer. That is LS swap. Hopefully it gets done. Abe, you're the man. Slow Fit, loving all these fighter vlogs gearing up for their fights. Justin's Art of Violence was amazing. Max and Corey doing similar videos are great content. Yes, the fighters are smart to put the narrative in their hands. But also they kind of have to, right? Like they're not really doing those countdown shows like they used to anymore. And or if they are, no one's really watching them. So this is the best way to do it. Do it yourself, man. Do it yourself. Almer 208, any tips on how to pull the trigger on a tattoo, ideas you might have for them? Yours looks sick. Oh, thanks, dude. I want to get my whole leg done. I just need to find an artist in Austin that'll do it. I want to do from the knee down, just my left leg. I'm a bad guy to get advice from on tattoos. I just do them. I don't think they're that big of a deal. Just fucking do it. You know, unless you're doing your face or neck. But if it's your arms, legs, stomach, chest, back, who gives a shit? Just do it. Just do it. Black Ross says he loves the live chat. Thanks, Chin, for getting up early. Wasn't that early. Thanks, Wyatt. Chase, welcome to the club. Thank you, guys. Black Ross, love it. Matt Miller says, if you change your format to where you only answer Super Chat questions, you'll, 1, make more money. 2, only answer the real ones questions without being overwhelmed. We're trying to figure this out, dude. I don't know what the hell to do. We're just going to keep going and figure it out as we go, Bubba. Thank you, though. Thanks, Black Ross. Podcast says, I find it beneficial being live as opposed to pre-recorded. Keep up the good work. I've been a fan. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you, man. Thank you. Dice Game Network, sad story, but running back Chris Johnson was diagnosed with ALS. Damn, that's terrible. Terrible. He was so damn good. So fast. Dilla Cruz says, off topic, what happened to that reporter's mom who got kidnapped for ransom? Was she still alive? No, I think they found the body in Mexico. Chris Lamb, he goes, I pay $5 a month for you to skip over my damn questions. What's your question, dude?
Did it jump again? Oh, it's around here somewhere. Oh, there it is.
Is our girl Gemma on here?
I think so.
It's early, though. That's the thing, going early. There she is. What up?
Oh. Gemma Girl, if you can, email me at askchinsuyi@gmail.com. I want to get your information.
Damn, Chin, you get your own email?
That's what I use for Instagram. You know,
Hell
just
yeah.
when people put that stuff up.
Chris Lamb, I pay $5 a month. Yeah, let me know your question, dude. Yeah, there's so many, buddy. I try to get to all of them, but sometimes I miss some. Keep going down.
Yeah, let's hope it does. Oh, there it is. We're at the very bottom now.
All right. We're almost out of here, guys. I gotta get ready for Fighting the Kid in 30 minutes. I'm pumped. T-Fat K is back this week. Been my number one pod. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you. Dice Game Network says, I say we close out the lives with a pretty cool nature video from Chin.
We have some for today's episode.
So this guy goes, I feel bro's pain. Gave shout out and asked questions on the last live. Didn't get answered on this video. Send him so I can see him, man, at the top here. I'll answer him.
Oh no, the last one when we cut it off. Remember by the time they paid.
Gemma, I know. I'm sorry. We should give you guys a heads up. Thank you, Joshua. Thomas, how'd you get skipped, dude? If I'm skipping you guys, you know, I don't know what to tell you. Chris Lamb says, sorry, I knew you would read that one. I had a good one about Conor, but I didn't feel like typing it out again. Well, let's do it tomorrow, brother. Make sure I'll see it tomorrow. Whoever's having some issues, not getting their questions answered, send it tomorrow. Tomorrow's the real live chat. We'll go as long as you guys want. All right? Does that work? The Fool Chris. Years ago they tried to remember that. Like, would you like to read an excerpt from the book? All right. Oh wait. All right. There we go, Bubba. My question was, how many rounds will Conor and Max go, and what do you think about the Saints and what they've done in the offseason? Saints ain't shit. You know, I'm not a Saints fan. But with Conor, how many rounds will it go? If Conor wins, it's going to be one round. If that thing goes past one round, Conor's getting murked up. You know? Conor's getting murked up. All right, guys. I love you guys. Thanks so much. Hopefully you all enjoyed the episode. The Eaton, that's how you don't get skipped. Much love. Thanks, Eaton. Appreciate you guys, man. I get ready for Fighting the Kid. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Regular time. You know, Mondays we got to do early because of Fighting the Kid, but Tuesday, regular time, 11 a.m. Central Time. Your boy's here live. Love you guys. Thank you so much. I will see you tomorrow. I'm Big Brown. I'm out.